Yo, what's going on, guys? Boy, scrim codes. Here we can look at Li Shang first. Uh, you played a little bit of sim there, right?
In Lijiang,
Yeah,
night market.
Night Market. Did you also roll out? I think you played her on the other
Oh,
one.
and
Yeah,
control, I
I think you
think.
played her on both. Here, we'll just times 2 speed through the echo. All right. Uh, I mean this is dumb and simple, but why don't you just use stickies right here?
Waste.
You think that would be a waste?
Yeah,
Why?
they just heal it by the time they get to engage.
All right, but you still like farm ultra. Are you guys gonna take the fight right now, or would you be able to get those stickies back? It like if you are going to take a fight in the next like 6 seconds, then you're right, and it would be a waste. I mean, I know from experience because like I watched this. You guys don't. So maybe you're right though, because you guys should be actually taking a fight right now. Oh, hold up. That's wrong. Alright, because this is something I remember when I was watching this, right? Where is he? Joe was like, alright, yo, do you guys see Bab? Like, you guys could just go. Jack is waiting. You're getting pressured out.
I remember like for most of this, I was kind of just waiting for
Mm-hmm.
like a target to be called, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I feel like if it's like the somber comp, usually I'm like a target caller. But for
Yeah.
this instance, it's kind of like Jack is mostly like the biggest, I'd say, and me and Joe have to kind of like follow on to that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
So
Really, how I would say you would want this fight to go is you flew up, you're like, alright, they're all there, they're coming across the bridge. That's perfect. And Joe is almost back. I'd say about like right now, Joe is ready, Jack is ready, right? He has all his cooldowns. You're ready. Jack just goes 3, 2, 1 and starts fighting. And you blink in and you kill the bat. Because what ends up happening is you guys never hit the go button. You sit and wait. Sean hits an anti on the Bastion, which is massive. He's in turret form, so you don't want to go right now. But now he has no turret form, and you guys can die for free. If you guys hit the go button, you should be able to kill this backline. No question about it. Especially this Alari right now. A lot of the focus was put onto like the Orisa, and you're not gonna kill an Orisa with your dive against Alari backline.
yeah, for sure.
This was very dumb and silly. I think we commented on it.
Yeah, I was just following, so.
Yeah, even with Jack making the call to come left side, like it's bad, yeah, but you don't need to be with him. You can be coming from this angle, maybe shooting through the window, maybe shooting from over here. Like you can be on the off angle. You don't need to be right
I think like
with
my
the Winston.
mentality for this was like, I do a little bit of poke, but I didn't want to go full in because a lot of their team is hit scan,
Mm-hmm.
and plus Alari against Echo is like if you have a good Alari, that Echo's just gonna get demolished in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like keep my boundaries between that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't, especially without a mercy pocket. That's why I kind of stayed back for the team a little.
Yeah, and that's another thing you can do. You can recognize like Brig isn't gonna be great here. I can do so much more if I get an Echo or if I get a Mercy, and you can just ask for your support to swap. Like if
Would
they
this
were
be like what would be like a good instance for me to say that though? Because like what if like the brig is good in other standpoints? You know what I mean? I don't know
so
how to really explain that, but
yeah, the typical the real reason Brig is played is she's good in a mirror matchup. If the enemy team has a dive of their own, she can protect the Ana.
So if there's no like Winston on the other team or something, we could swap out for the Mercy.
Yeah,
Call it
exactly.
type of thing.
If there's,
Alright.
you know, Winston or Doom or Diva or like Ball, maybe you want to keep the Brig. If they have like a Genji Tracer, or like if they have a lot of dive pressure. Right now, the only dive pressure is the Tracer. That's the only one. And Brig is really hard to play in long, like pokey sustain fights, unless she's actually in there brawling with a frontline, uh, which you don't have in this situation. So yeah, just like asking for a Mercy would just double your value.
Alright.
Maybe even more than double. Mind. Yeah, and you guys just, you commit, but your Winston is just in a cave. Do you remember if you end up making the swap to Mercy or not?
Oh god, I can't remember, honestly.
Yeah. I really like playing that window though. I don't know how I feel about your positioning during this. I don't want to go like too in depth on the echo since really Sim's going to be the focus. Maybe it's alright. I'm just going to move on. Who do you want to dupe in this situation?
The Orisa, like, literally just press shift and you live pretty much.
Yeah.
If they're not, unless they're all looking at you, then.
Wait. Did I see that?
What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I don't know. Ursa's weird and buggy and trash. Okay, I think it's just a visual bug.
That's good.
What happened here?
They got deleted. Holy shit.
I just want to watch this from their perspective. Yeah, I mean, he just didn't DM at all. Where are you? The biggest thing, though, is, like, look at how passively you guys are playing. Like, obviously, Jack just loses the mech, which is really, really bad. But, like, I feel like ideally, you guys could try to hit them, like, on this bridge. If your Ana's playing here, she can hit a nade on that. But...
just me and Joe?
You and Joe and Diva. Like, Diva can follow up with it, too. As long as they're smart about it. I feel like you're playing a little far back. And it was certainly just not communicated. Like, this is a bit of a comms and, like, preparation thing. Is just be prepared to take those quicker fights. Catch them off guard. Because once the
like
enemy
I said,
team...
I kind of just wait. Like...
just wait for someone else to...
I don't want to go in alone, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you. Because, yeah, you will just crumple under their
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair. Alright, let's just move on.
Yeah, I know TP. I know TP's a big thing, so. I also fucked up where my F key was during this, so just ignore that.
Oh, shit. Alright, wait, what goes wrong? Let's look at this from top down. booped by a Rhine pin. I think the biggest problem that happens here, so 2 parts. 1, the enemy team has speed, so they beat you here. And it's not coordinated which direction you guys are going out of the TP.
That's all I was gonna ask. I know when we usually run this, we lose this most times than we win. Like, what is there to be different for this type of engage?
2 things. 1, to keep in mind, the enemy team has the speed boost. And typically, like, if you guys see, here, we can go back to your perspective. You see their TP goes up first, they're gonna be able to set up on point before you. You can just call to play back in the courtyard, because like they are waiting to catch you with open arms right now, right? You see that?
Yeah.
So you can call to play in the courtyard, which would be absolutely fine. And you can
I have another question. Like, mix this up. Would it be worth for the beginning of this fight to go Lucio, and then if we win, we swipe to Alari for next engage? Would that be worth or no?
Maybe. I mean, like, Lucio would fit fine in this comp. It gives more mobility for the Orisa and the Mei. So like Lucio would certainly work in this comp. Alari is better at like the poking phase. It might play out strangely though, like switching supports mid, like just for one fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just get hit by the Ryan. With your comp into their comp, you guys really want to just prioritize. Well, let me ask you, what are the 2 biggest things that you need to like prioritize? What do you have to do to win the fight, and what does the enemy team need to get value with to win their fight?
I think we just need to all look at and focus on the same vulnerable hero on the enemy team during the fight, and then I also think the sim needs to go first.
What do you mean by the sim needs to go first?
Like if sim gets beam, like kill the sim. Like sim is like of utmost importance. Maybe Bastion as well. It's kind of like a 50-50, but like most likely sim in my opinion.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I definitely agree with what you said. 2 other things to keep in note is their team, they have the Bastion, right? So you need to be able to bait out that Bastion turret, or else he will just mow you down when you engage. As well as the just your team has more distance poke with the backline with the Alari over Lucio as well as Orisa over Ryan. So I'm not a massive fan of TPing onto point because you're kind of just walking into their open arms.
Yeah, I agree. I gotta just do it, but
like
the other thing is though, I don't know, like, so like, what is like another alternative to not doing that? Would it just be going main and then just TPing from there, or just going from there?
So the other team might give a good example of this, but I'll just explain it first. So like, you can come main, you can play here, you can poke, you can put a lot of pressure onto the Reinhardt, and just force out.
Just spam right clicks.
Yeah, you spam right clicks. If you get close, play it like the maxed distance of your beam. So like, if that's where the Ryan is, you could probably play like around here and just beam him, just ramp up from a distance, or break his shield, or both, I guess. And once you have that like just pressure output on him, as far as like a TP goes, a lot of teams put TPs from main around here back to here, because if the Reinhardt is holding this corner, you can completely bypass him and just teleport onto the backline. And it also gives your backline a bit of safety in a reposition out here, like away from the enemy team. Again, I think the other team might try a similar TP later on in this map. So if they do, I can point that out. Why does the target change? Like, it's good that you got that kill, but I'm confused.
I usually aim for like whatever character has like a shield. So like for example, like Mei Wall, I usually always hit first just to build up that charge, and then I look at a character.
Yeah, that's
But I
fair.
didn't see I didn't see any characters around me other than like you saw me like change to the sim real quick because I heard it
Hmm.
get calmed. But like my main focus was just the Rhine the
No,
entire time.
I think this is absolutely fine.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
the thing is, so it's not a problem with you. Um, like Sean died really early because the Rhine pin and your Alari was isolated out here, so they were stuck in a 1v1 against this sim. Um, so I think if he was on Lucio, he would be with you guys. In which case, I would say just keep shooting this Reinhardt. Um, the kill on the sim might end up being like a critical, like a critical kill. But
What I
we'll see.
also like is like I'm literally just hitting his shield and I'm just gaining health and I love it.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I
I
fucking
don't
love
know
it.
why she got that buff. But yeah, it works. Something you can keep in mind. Two things. Alright. You use your teleporter here. You throw 3 turrets right onto the ground. I don't really like that. Because these are really easy for people to see and really easy to break. Whenever I TP, in the first fight when I TP in, I try to put them around this wall, especially if like we are the first team in. But when we're going for like a TP engage, I'd try to put one like back on this wall. The higher the better, within range of course, and maybe like 1 or 2 over here. Just like when you put them on the floor, Reinhardt can hit them really easily. You know, they're right in BAP's LOS. I don't know if he breaks it. Alright, their BAP is dumb. But, like, you see how easy BAP could just break this? Versus if it was, like, on this back wall, he would have to do a full 180 to hit it. And then the other thing is... I don't know if you necessarily need to. But you have all of your turrets back. And you have another TP. You can set that TP up just like as a just means of escape if needed. You can put the TP like up to here just mid fight. So in a situation where the Rhine is on top of you, you can teleport away just for a breath. Yeah, like if you just while this Rhine is swinging at you, if you keep holding S and put the TP like back in this direction, you can just get out of dodge and, you know, not have to worry. You get the cap though. Yeah, I like those turret placements a lot more. Yeah, exactly. Now, how does their sim play this? I feel like you guys, I don't know what happens here. You guys are just kind of playing split, I guess. You're dodging the window. Wow, he gets shit on. But you see how separated like you and Joe are?
Yeah.
That just like you guys with you guys not playing together, it limits your like kill potential. The shatter comes in, which is big and scary. But there's a disconnect when they go for that TP. Your Mei and Orisa are holding close, and you're backing off. And that I feel like that needs to be coordinated, like whether you're holding up close or backing off. And then you go on this flank, kind of with your fuck's her name, Alari. And what is even happening? This Bastion literally gets speared off the map like 4 times, which makes no sense. It works out. I just don't know why you die, right? You kind of just fall over. Oh, you might not recognize these two people. Yeah, and you end up on your own. That's really the mistake, is like you push this way and end up getting flanked by these two. Alright, moving on. This is scuffed. I like the sim wall. The sim wall is really good. Yeah, this is a really good use of the sim wall. Again, though, you could probably put your TP up somewhere. Like, if you just have your TP, like, in this little doorway, going any direction, you can just use it when you get into trouble. Like, right now, if you just have your TP set up as a get-out-of-jail-free card, keep taking this duel, but then as soon as you recognize, like, oh, I'm gonna lose, like, right around now, you can just press F and you're completely safe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like the main goal is like to always have the TP up.
Yeah, it's just like
as much as possible.
Yeah, it's a really common thing I've noticed. Not just you, but like just people in general, when they're playing newer characters, they just don't use their abilities. I think it was Demoy. I was VODing his Junkrat, and like he played Junkrat. He was a Junkrat player. And in about 4 minutes of a Li Jiang VOD, he didn't use his trap a single time. And I was like, bro, if you just press shift, you will simply just do more damage and trap someone and get free kills. Alright. But yeah, again, you guys go for this TP attempt. It's just really telegraphed. Like, you see how set up they are? Just to... They got 3 turrets on the TP. Orissa's already spearing it, and Bastion's turret forming. You go with the Blizzard, which works. But I feel like you could play slower, play from main. If you want to go for a TP play, you can still just go for a TP. You can TP onto them instead of into this window. Because even in this window, you're really far away. If you want to go for a Blizzard play, you could play from main, keep poking, and then just put the TP on whoever the target is, and Joe can just throw the Blizzard straight at his feet instead of, like he winds up from Narnia. If this Orisa sucked less, she could have eaten it. Why did she waste her ability? Wow. No, literally, if she just wasn't stupid, she could have eaten this Blizzard without any issue at all. But she completely wasted her ability. Maybe a fat finger, but it lost them the fight. You guys win this fight, right? Right? Alright, nice. He's got the moves. What can you do with your TP with Orisa on your team?
Wait, sorry, Adam. We're looking at an email right now from school.
Oh, you're good.
Oh.
Because I was missing document.
What the fuck? Alright, anyway, sorry, Adam. What were you saying?
What can you do with your sim TP to help your Orisa get value? With her,
TP straight ahead.
perhaps with her ultimate as well.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah, TP the Terra.
It's a bit of a meme strategy, but it's actually really freaking powerful. Like if you just have your Orisa Terra Surge right here, and you just TP wherever they run away to, and then they just die.
They can TP while they're in Surge, right?
Yeah, they can.
Okay.
But they wasted their TP early. Like, see how they use their TP here? Where is she? Like, this TP, it's not necessarily useful for an engage, but it offers a means of escape, right? One of the big problems about this teleporter is it's all in. You can't use it to disengage remotely. This TP, it gets them in and like closer to the action, but if something goes wrong, they just press F and they're completely safe. I don't necessarily like that TP though, because it doesn't get them anywhere that they couldn't just walk for free. Like you guys are holding these chokes, not the ones up front. So they realistically should have been able to just walk up here and then done something with their TP. So it was a okay TP at best. Yeah, this works. Another thing that's like awkward about Sim in this comp specifically, which I think you guys play, yeah, you play Lucio Bastion here, so it won't be as awkward, is just it's not a traditional brawl. It's a very hybridized composition with the backline, so you're not necessarily running on a target. In this comp, it's a little bit more of that with the Lucio. With the Bastion. Alright, where are we? Let's get too far. How do you think you can use your TP in this, like, in this setting?
Like I can TP above, like the top area.
Yeah, there are a lot of different answers, right? Like you could TP here. This could be great. You could, personally, you could just rain down right clicks from above that could get over the Rhine shield. Where else? You could TP maybe from like back here up to this high ground, which again gives an angle for your teammates. You could TP just like up to here, which gives a dominant crossfire. Like imagine if you you set this TP up for your Bastion and they just were turret form right here. Joe has turret form, yeah. Like you could get insane value. Like yeah, just throw the TP up. If someone takes it, at the very least you can take this and just rain right clicks from a better, safer angle. Like you're really safe up here as long as you recognize the Bastions in turret form and you're not perma peeking him. Like I think Joe dies here because of it. Yeah, he just face tanks, which is not good. But yeah, I like the TP. I think you could also take it, because what are you staring at when you do this? Yeah, you're... Wow, you would have died to that Rhine. I like the target switch. Bastion's much better for you to shoot than the Rhine. Like, Rhine's easy to shoot. It's the very, like... It's just the thoughtless way to get value. But, like, shooting Bastion, shooting Baps, shooting anyone but the Rhine is just going to be better. Alright, and they're on Sim now. What the fuck? Oops. That's really bad. You guys probably don't need to back off this far. Like, I get that they use the ult, or they use the turret form and shout, but like, you just completely concede because you're down one. And I don't think that makes sense. Like, you can take a 4v5 fight. What ends up happening instead is you concede all of this ground, so they just get to walk for free. Do they have amp still? No, they don't. They are just as bad as Jack and Leroy. Like, you concede all of this ground, and they just walk. This is something I was talking to Sean about too. It's like, did you see that meme I posted in the Overwatch channel of Plankton and SpongeBob, and they're like, "Now let him have it," and he says, "You can have it." I don't know if you saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, this is Plankton saying, "Now let him have it," and then you guys are like, "All right, you guys can have it. You killed our bap. We'll just run away." Like, that it doesn't make sense. You're running away because you don't think you can win the fight, which therefore just means you lose the fight because you don't take one. You give up your defensive positioning, and they cap. And really, all that matters in the game of Overwatch is the objective. You might as well play for the objective. You could, I don't know, play here. You could rotate up to the white room. Like when they push, right? You lose back. Yeah, sure. They used shout and turret. Those are their two biggest engagement tools that they have on their team. All you have to do is live those. If you reposition up here when they're coming in, or even just like around this corner, whatever, live those, and then just keep fighting. Joe still has his turret. You can certainly get a trade and kill if you get value with your turret. Maybe if you get value with your TP as well. Also, keep in mind, you have the sim. You are the sim. You can put a TP back this direction for your Baptiste to get back faster if you guys are able to survive and draw this fight out. But what you end up doing is, again, you just give up and you just let them cap. Makes no sense. Again, this is also another situation where, like, if you have this TP set up to just as a preemptive disengagement tool, you live here, right? You have plenty of time. You can set it up. No reason not to. I do like this play. Oh, I was spectating you during this. I remember that was really tough. As you kind of experience, the biggest thing you have to be careful of, just in general, playing Sim and Junkrat, is the just raw damage output that he can put out.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Does the Lucio?
Yeah, he boops me, I think.
Junk poops you and you, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really tough. But your teammates trade. Let's just watch Joe's perspective for now. Oops.
I know it was definitely good though, because like, I definitely pushed them back a lot though.
Yeah,
so.
that TP is it's a
the
really
execution
good
wasn't
TP.
perfect, but the idea was that. I give it that.
Yeah, that's a TP you definitely want to have in your arsenal, right? And you're back already. Perfect. Oh. What's going through your head when you're thinking about this TP?
I know, I thought I was big braining, and then I saw that sentry, and I was like, oh, I don't think I want a TP over there then.
Alright, that's fair and valid. But what about the rest of this?
I don't know, I think my plan was like, yo, let's TP more forward, but like, then I saw everybody was in front of me, so I was like, oh, they're not gonna do that. So I think that's why I put it away, and then I just placed it somewhere randomly.
Like, this TP though, I like this TP. I like having this TP here. It gives your teammates an option, and it gives you an option to just pop through here. Maybe you shoot one right click in someone's back. Maybe you TP right click the Bastion once, and you just TP out again. Right? Oh, let's go back to when you put it down. Like, place it down, start charging a right click, and then you just shoot one in Bastion's back. Or shoot in the Queen's back. You probably kill this Queen if you take the TP here. I keep hitting right click on accident. That was a good fight. And I liked both of your TPs you used. Another really good way you can use your TP mid-fight is like TP bombing. I don't know if have I told you about that? Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay. I'll try to show you an example of like when you can. happens here. I remember this was like a miscommunication thing. Sean said like, let's window.
Yeah.
And that was just like,
I knew what he meant, so I popped it.
Okay. In that case, this was just really late. Really, as soon as like you hear that shout go off from the queen and like they are through this choke, you should throw this window up or throw the wall up. Like throw the wall up, because that shout and them pushing through the choke is the sign of their team engaging. And like if you remember, Sean a lot of the time says like, let's use X ult on their engage. This is their engage. Like he probably said use wall on their engage. This is when you use wall. And since it's a little late, their queen gets in confidently for free, and their whole team just pushes forward. If this wall was up here, where like Jack was originally, like I don't know why you guys aren't really stuffing this choke. It's just like scared of the Junkrat. Like, Jack should be closer. This is a perfect time of when you could do a TP bomb. So, right here, let me skip to it. Right here, you have two turrets. All you do is you just stand behind this wall. You place both turrets on the ground right here. And then you walk around and you put your TP just right over here. What would happen is your turrets go through the teleporter. And all of a sudden, there are just 2 or 3 turrets sitting on the ground next to someone that isn't expecting them. And if they don't take the time to break them, or like, you know, melee, whatever, they can do a lot of damage. And it also just creates off-angle pressure. The other thing is like turrets don't really find much value in mid-fight if you just like, you know, throw them on walls, because they get broken by a random spam really easily. So stacking them up and doing those TP bombs can just be really hard to deal with in some situations. I would again look to do a TP. Like as soon as this is back, I would set your TP up on the high ground. That works too. I would take it and kill that Ana. Alright. You see their whole team pushing forward and they're on a split, and you put that TP right on her. You could just kill this Ana. How do you die though? Oh, you didn't get anti, you probably run on. Yeah. Alright, let me pull up King's Row. How much, do you know how much sim you play in King's Row?
It was like all of attack.
Okay.
Except for the ending when I went Hanzo, and it didn't work out good.
Right.
I should just stayed sim, honestly.
I don't think sim would have been great, honestly. Like,
so what's like a good sub? Like just Soj, I guess.
So sim is typically fine. I mean, we'll get to it, but the oh, your soldier here. We'll speed through this. But the difficulty with sim into the comp the enemy team was playing is Junkrat just dominates symmetra, especially an offensive sim. Just like the defensive Junkrat with his conch mines and all is just really oppressive. This is a bit of a minor thing, but something I noticed this on sim too, but I didn't say anything, is you play away from corners really often. Like during this whole time, you see how you're standing in the open?
Yeah.
This goes for any character you play, but like if you just play next to a corner, you'll just be infinitely more safer. Here, let's look. So like again, right now you are exposed to all 4 people in front of you, If you make your way to this corner, now you're only exposed to 2. And with the Genji is your priority, right? You can back off and like this is maybe more extreme, not as realistic, but like you could back up into this corner and you can be shooting that Genji while not taking any damage from that queen. Or now with like the queen being your focus, you can back up in the direction of your supports or into this room and cut off LOS of that Genji, which you do here, which is good.
I know Joe's Torb like swept this map, so.
Bro, I'll point it out later. At one point, you're at like a decent like 4,000 damage, something like that. Most of your team is like between like 4,000 and 6,000. Like most people in the lobby are around that. And then I look at Joe, and he's at like, holy shit, and he's at like 11,000. I'm like, what the? Nice kill. Like, holy shit, he's pounding.
No, I've been playing Torb lately for fun. It's like fucking stupid. It's like actually dumb. Like my turret's like at 25 HP, and then within like two swings of the hammer, it's already 225.
Nerf Torb. Yeah, there was that Helix rocket, and this is something that could have been really bad. I don't think it was called out that they were on sim, but that's something you can recognize yourself just by pressing tab. The point of the sim is going to be to TP onto this high ground and clear this high ground.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, you probably first of all, you shouldn't kill 2. You definitely shouldn't kill 2. And yeah, that's miraculous. And you should instantly die, which you do. And if that miracle didn't happen, your team would be in a 5v3 or 3v5. That's like a recognition thing. You just want to back off earlier when you know they're on sim. Just play a little more passive. Like this angle is great. I like this a lot because it gives you time. Exactly, and you just learn from your mistake, which is really cool to see. What just happened? Get hit by like a sim right click or something. Yeah, you get hit from both sides. I guess 2 options. You either like fully back off this way, or you like play off on this angle. I don't think you necessarily need to be the one focusing on the Genji. Like one of Torb's great utilities is just that turret is really great for dealing with flankers. Bro pulled out the hammer, I saw that. Tough. Solo visor next time.
It was definitely an idea.
I'd be hesitant.
Of course.
I'd be a little hesitant to play over here. Just because they're comp. But I mean, your position. So. Yeah, I think just playing main, shooting the choke is going to be your best bet.
Oh, this visor was big.
I remember
Oh, this visor
that.
was so big.
Yeah. Their Tracer, I don't know if you noticed it. Their Tracer also did a smart play with her pulse bomb.
But the sleep pulse, yeah.
I don't know if maybe I've seen it like once or twice, but like no, actually I think she just completely whiffed, but got lucky.
That's kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie.
Like she didn't aim for the ground at all, she just yeah. So anyways.
They
Soldier
said speed
gameplay.
boost.
Another option here instead of Soldier would be Bastion. Bastion could be good here.
Bastion.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Bastion, but he's such a big ass character. I hate him. I hate his hitbox so
His hitbox,
much.
yeah. He does
Like-
have the
like,
he has the compensation of
My
like
favorite
300
thing as a
health.
Sojourn is like killing a Bastion because it's so goddamn easy. Because if I miss it, it's
Yeah.
actually embarrassing. I'm actually throwing. Healing diff. Sleeping diff.
Yeah, you guys kind of roll on the defense. Yeah.
The
Alright.
hammer kill's crazy. I was like highly debating in the beginning going Widow. I don't know why, like just for like the shot, just to attempt it. I would miss, but like just to attempt. Maybe tonight.
I remember this. You communicated this, and none of your team was. I don't know. Either nobody listened, nobody paid attention, or what. You called. I'm gonna run forward and just put the TP down. Let's all take it. And
I
then,
get used to this. Don't worry.
It's nobody's with you. Like, this can be solved with like a 3-2-1. And yeah, but like Jack needs to just cross. Everyone needs to just cross. They're not defending this choke. Get through the choke.
That's what I was saying. I was like, bro, this shit's free.
Yeah, like there's no reason for people to be this scared.
The only thing stopping us is a sentry turret.
Like I don't know why they're so scared. And this sentry turret will do absolutely nothing if Jack just is here and presses E. If he just presses E, the turret does 0 value, and then Torb, Sim, Alari, Bap, kill him, while Jack negates all of the damage. Yeah. If you just say like 3-2-1 TP, free kills. You can also throw in turrets during this, right?
Like into the TP?
You can, like, I'm going to be putting my TP, like, somewhere on the ground right here. While you're walking up, you can throw 3 turrets on the ground. So when you take this TP, they're all up there already.
Oh, okay.
They'll probably break pretty quick. But it's free
put the
extra
turrets
damage.
on the ground first, then TP above it.
Yeah, here, I'll pull it up real quick.
I always forget that's a thing, not gonna lie.
That's not what I meant. Training range. That's not what I meant. There we go. So there are 2 different ways I do SimTPs. Like turret bombs. Either one, I'll like throw all of them on one location, and then I'll just turret all onto this pile. There are 3 turrets, and they just laser them down. Here, let me wait for the next TP. So like, right? I forgot the damage got nerfed from them.
Yeah.
It's still certainly a viable strategy to do. But then
it definitely does work.
Because I forgot they added the whole utility of like the see-through walls.
The seeking, yeah.
Yeah. But then the other thing you can do, this might be a little more useful with their new style, but you can throw them through the turret and they keep traveling on. If you see them out in the distance.
Yeah.
Wait, where the hell did that go? Yeah. That's the other thing, is like you can just and then go pew. Alright, back to Kinsrow. Me when Sim goes pew.
Full 25 progression. Air Culver. Oh my.
Bro, I barely even played.
That's what they all say. Bro just learned the meta today.
I have 7 wins this season, and we're at the halfway mark.
I like the year.
Now, that being said, let me... my damage competitive progress, so I'm 3 and 5 on tank, 4 and 7 on damage, 0 and 2 on support.
That's badass.
So...
That's badass. We live in the dream.
So I have more than double that games played. But... Alright, where were we? We were over halfway. Oh, well. Too far. So yeah, instant death. Ken, I don't get why you guys are playing like so scared.
I remember this. I was like, wait for the sentry and then we go. And then it got absolutely destroyed.
How? She's not there. Must have been like all Bastion.
I think the Bastion was still in sentry probably, like last minute. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, it does some damage to it. Yeah. Waiting out the turret is like exactly what you need to do though. Why are you guys scared? Like, if you're playing scared on sim, you're not gonna get the value you need to get. You
I
inject.
feel like I wanna walk in, but if I don't have the tank, I'm not gonna go in alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need support to do damage. That's the hard part about sim that I hate. It's like the biggest thing about sim that I hate the most.
Your team.
It's like
you should roll over this Orisa right now. You should roll over her. You have Torb, Sim, Orisa, and she is on her own. Your Alari can come with you too. Like, you're scared because you lost Bap. You still have Alari, and you still have 3 heavy damage dealers. And their Echo isn't in the fight yet. Like, you guys should be able to roll over this Orisa. But again, you guys hesitate. You do it a lot on a lot of different comps. I keep fucking right-clicking. Like, you don't want to be a right-click bot on sim, right? Like, you want to be in there with full charge, running down their team. Honestly, that play on the Bastion there is kind of fight winning. Seems like your team might have won the fight regardless, but a turret Bastion up there could be devastating. I would again put a TP up. Especially when you're low and you find this Orisa right in front of you. I would set this TP up just to get out of here. You sneak through and your team saves you. And the Orisa just doesn't notice you, which is kind of critical. I like that TP. I don't like how you were staring at the Bastion the whole time you were going for this TP. Like, either just wait or just put it up. Either way. Yeah, again, this is nice. You guys are up 1. Please just run over them. I would simul and just keep walking. You have 4 here. Your Bap's on payload, yeah. Like, I would just simul and run over them with your advantage. You guys play passive again. Like, just simul and run. That's a good Terra Surge. Unlucky. Yeah, I think you just, like, pull the trigger on your simul and just push that advantage and just steamroll over them. Alright, now this is where you guys fall apart. Is their Junkrat just turns it on. This is really stupid. This is really, really stupid. With the one exception of your Orisa is the one taking this. Anyone else, Junkrat will just eviscerate you. He got scared. He should have just stayed up there and killed you. That was brain dead. Yeah. That was an unlucky trap, but you see how you just TP into this Junkrat and you're just instantly half health? It's because the hardest part of Junkrat is actually landing your damage. When there's a teleporter coming up right in front of you, you know where to shoot. You just shoot and he does like 150 damage to you for free. Like, Sim can work into Junkrat, you just have to play it to avoid the Junkrat. You could come up here. This could give you a better angle. A bit of a... It'd give you an off angle. So it'd be like two separate, you know, two different angles they have to look for danger. Better sight lines. With the risk of being maybe a little more dangerous. Although you would take less poke. Like random spam if you were up there. Wait, where the hell was Jack? Interesting. Hanzo Gaming.
It's all luck. it's all luck.
You see how much, again, you see how much spam you take? Just like, their Junkrat isn't aiming for you. He's literally just shooting over a box. And was their Bastion aiming for you? No. All of the damage you take isn't even aimed at you. Just because you're playing low ground in main. Like, if you come up here, you'll have a much better shot on this Junkrat. It could be dangerous, because, again, it's a damage boosted Junkrat, so, like, you have to be cautious. Maybe you have to drop down to dodge some shots or whatever. But it also just gives you a better angle to clear out the Hanzo. And that Bastion won't be able to do anything to you when you're down there. Like, you see how brain dead this Junkrat is playing? Do you see this? He's literally just...
Oh, I used to play on Xbox.
He's literally just sitting there, jumping, shooting, landing, jumping, shooting, landing. And he's getting, like, 2 kills every fight by doing that. Now, we go for the Orimaru Sim TP. This can work, as long as Jack is the first one through the TP. And he is, and he clears them, which is perfect. He cancels his spin, which is dumb. Too early. Now you have high ground control. But what don't you have right now? You guys don't have any angles. All of your damage is coming from that same position. You're like all in a line, pretty much. Yeah, I'd be scared of a Junkrat in close range. I don't really like that dragon either. Again, the problem has been this Junkrat on the high ground the whole game. I would use your dragon literally just to clear this high ground and take control of it. Because this Junkrat is just going to sit here uncontested this whole fight. Like, he's literally just doing whatever the hell he wants. By the time we get the Diva swap to help with the Junkrat, it's kind of too late. But again, the reason I made this call to swap to Diva for one reason, and it was to deal with the Junkrat. But the focus with the Diva is to contest the cart instead, and this Junkrat just gets insane value. This isn't necessarily a you problem, but it's a team overall problem, is identifying what the problem with the enemy team is, like what is causing you guys so much difficulty, and then brainstorming what the effective solution is. What are options that you can run into their comp that would have you guys succeed? Like, could you brainstorm some?
Like a comp?
Yeah. Because this is something everyone on your team everyone on the team needs to just get smarter at understanding Overwatch concepts. And one of those important concepts is knowing when to switch and what to switch to. The fact that there never was a solution to the Junkrat is a significant problem.
Like,
there are answers.
Would D.Va Genji Echo work?
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Alright.
Like, how would it work? What would you do?
Well, I'd say the D.Va can just, like, we can all just engage, and then the Junkrat, if the Junkrat just spams, Joe, I'm assuming, would be playing Genji, could just deflect everything. He could typically, literally the two big issues is the Bastion and Junk, and he can deflect all of that right back to them, so.
And also, D.Va can defense matrix both of it.
Yeah. Plus the Mercy can be free too, so.
Yeah, I think running a dive here would be really, really good. You could just kill this Junkrat every fight instead of letting him kill 2 every fight. DM could negate all of his damage as well as deflect. Echo can play at a safe distance. Echo is obnoxiously difficult to kill as a Junkrat. And then, I don't know, probably throw like a Mercy, maybe Mercy Kiriko, Mercy Ana along with it. And you guys just vibe. Instead, you guys tried swapping to Hanzo, which I think the Hanzo, like, Hanzo inherently wasn't a solution, but it wasn't a bad thing. Getting off the sim in its own right was a bit of a solution. Switching back to sim wasn't great unless you play around it correctly. The Zarya is not thought out properly, because the whole
like the Bastion, right?
The thought of the Zarya and is just you'll be at full charge, so you can just pump out ridiculous damage as a Zarya. But being at full charge doesn't matter because Zarya can't get up here to deal with this Junkrat. And again, the Junkrat was the problem. The Bastion didn't really do much. Their Junkrat is 11 and 9, factoring in their awful defense. Hold up. Let me switch to when you guys get to third. Oh, way too far. I just want to see what their stats were. So, coming into third, their Junkrat was 5 and 9. And by the end, he was 13 and 9. Maybe even more. 14 and 9. Junkrat had 1 death, and it was right there at the very end. He was a menace all game, and was uncontested. And those solutions of going, you know, like you said, like D.Va, Echo Genji, or, you know, whatever, those are solutions anyone on the team can come up with. It doesn't have to be, like, individuals. It doesn't have to be Jack saying, oh, maybe I'll go D.Va. Or, oh, maybe I should go Echo here. You know, anyone can say, let's swap to a dive and kill him. And actually, the more I think about it, I think Echo is actually, like, a really, really good option into it. I remember Arlo, when he was on Lucid Reality, they had a match going up against a guy named Flame himself, who is like a top 500, like top 10 Junkrat one trick. I wonder if I'll be able to find him. Oh yeah, no, literally ranked 2 Junkrat one trick during season 2. And their solution was just, let's run Mercy Echo, and Arlo just dominated him. Yeah, he's pretty.
That's insane. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, and again, he's rank 2, rank 4, whatever. Compared to he has both accounts. He has
Leroy,
2 accounts.
Leroy, what the fuck? He has 2 accounts.
Wait, is this a
Leroy,
bug? No,
Leroy
this
wants
is a
you to
bug.
do what do you want him to do? All competitive. He wants to do all competitive.
Who on? Like
Oh yeah.
Time played.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Test what?
I wonder what Hydron's all time looks like. Widow Tracer. Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Who
nuts.
who do I think would have like?
Wait, what's that? Go back.
What's what?
Somebody-
He said to go back.
What is that? Why only?
EDD, EDD,
I think this is
EDD.
a bug.
How?
I think it's got to be a bug.
So,
He thinks it's a bug.
oh,
Because I mean, there's no way this person played 2,500 games in one season.
That's nuts stuff.
Surely not. Who would have like a hysterically bad account? No. I gotta go tank. Tanks are one tricks. Where is he? Where is he? Zebra. All modes. Time played. 1,100 hours on Doomfist.
Jesus Christ. That's so ridiculous. Like, actually, like.
I wonder if
what
Super
the
has
fuck?
ridiculous time on like Reinhardt or Winston. Oh wait. Oh no, actually it carried over. I forgot. Yeah, 1,000 hours on Ryan. Chat shit.
Thought you drifted that.
Infected Strider. I want to find Emong. There he is. Is this public? He has a little bit of time played in this game. You ready?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of time played.
The fact that he has 403 hours on Hog is actually criminal. That's 10 years. That's gotta be 10 years.
The other thing, which is a bit of a bummer, is like you can't go through his comp time played like back in season 1, season 2 of Overwatch 1, because he started out as a damage player. He was like a
Really?
like tracer soldier, I think, where his most.
See, by the
played.
time I started watching him, I knew him as a tank player. So
Yeah, he had like 50 hours on tracer or something in one season, and like
that's
soldier.
nuts.
But yeah, comp. All comp. Oh no, that's. No, actually, yeah, this will work. This is all comp of season 2, or of Overwatch 2. Really not much time played on damage. I think he plays
definitely
a little
a
bit
tank
of
player.
a little bit of tank.
Yeah, a tad bit.
He only has. Hold up. Let me pull out the calculator. 1730 divided by 24. 72 days. That's over 2 months on Diva alone.
That's fucking nuts.
Oh wait, hold up. I forgot about that. I gotta hit 300. It's kind of beta of me to not have 300 hours on Ryan, don't you think?
You can say that.
Grr. What about supports? Are there any like stupid supports that are like one tricks? Oh my god. I think Kiriko was meta during that season. Oh, Frogger. Is he
Oh,
public?
Frogger Lucio.
So he has 2,000 hours in comp.
Yeah.
Total time played 2,700.
Bro
I'm
does
guessing
not play any other role. Holy
I'm-
shit.
I'm guessing he has about 2,000 hours on Lucio. Not even
Jesus Christ.
SMH. Gotta get those hours.
Holy
I
bro.
think he's a Lucio man.
What's his win percent?
You think?
I think.
You think?
I
Yeah,
think, I
fucking
think.
too, bro.
Perchance. Slight possibility. Are there any other, like, laughable one tricks? Pommy.
I see a Mercy. Oh my god, I'm pissed.
Bro, I bet Rack Attack has an Rack Attack might have, like,
Oh, Rack
most
Attack.
time played on Lifeweaver.
Let me see.
Where,
Yeah.
Where is
Yeah, that looks
Did I
great.
miss him? Oh, wow.
Only 13 hours.
Is this like an alt account? What the hell? There's no way it's only 13 hours. He still might have like more
Is there
time
a
played
Mercy
than
one
anyone
trick?
else.
Leroy's asking if there's a Mercy one trick. If you saw one.
Oh, I bet there is. There's a Brig Mercy player. Mercy main.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, yeah, private account. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. That fucking tracks.
Yeah, there's you don't see that shit.
Mark.
You see?
God damn.
1K above like you're smoking.
Now you know when you have a private, when you have a private career profile, you know you're done for.
Princess Leia.
It's just
Oh, this is a Smurf. This is their
Smurf account.
Yeah, this is their first time playing ranked on this account this season.
That's funny. No, dead ass.
Yeah.
That's nuts. It's supposed it's a Smurf account.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, maybe this is his Life Weaver account.
Is that his?
Yeah, no, he has 14 hours on this
That's his Smurf.
this account alone. Yeah. That's more like what I
29 hours.
Yeah. What about Europe? Are there any? Oh Lord, Yazan's Farah hours. Wait, what the hell is this? Like a support account? Nope.
Holy shit.
260 on that account. Hold up, let me sort by damage. Which season was it? Season 5?
Yeah. Is Derek?
All the other people, it was bugged that they had like 6 different accounts. This is just Yazan. This man's a freak. He's also, everything I've heard, he's like a really fucking bad person, but that's not the point. He's good at Farah and Echo. Yeah. Yeah, he's alright. No way. Dude, he had rank 1 on all 3 servers. He's a menace. Yeah, you gotta get these hours up though.
No, I really do, Adam. I'm not gonna lie. That needs to be way up. Those hours gotta go up. Those hours gotta go up. 177 on Soj. All time, yeah, all time. She's my highest progression level as well.
Shit.
I think I got her at 15
Yeah,
yesterday.
She's 15.
Check
Yeah.
my shit.
Yo, I got you. 1 sec. Dude, I have a 66
got
win
you.
percent on May in Overwatch 2.
Yeah, mate.
So inspirational.
It will be so cute.
Holy shit, I swear.
Wait. You're a support player. All modes, time played. 200 and 140.
13 hours. That's crazy.
It's not that good.
Now, what you guys are lacking is your hero diversity. Hey,
Yo, bro.
at least
Golly!
at least you have time played on every character.
The fact that you play more Roadhog and Ball out of all those characters is actually insane.
I mean, that just means he played 2 games as Roadhog and Ball and
And
1
minutes
game
as
as Bastion
Orisa.
and Orisa. Like,
That's nuts. Bro, that was literally your Mystery Heroes.
no, actually, that's
that was-
probably what it is.
That's when we played Mystery Heroes. That's
Nah,
funny
you
as
gotta,
shit.
you guys gotta have it balance out like I do.
Everybody has to have the same hours.
It's a very slow trend. And then up to Echo and Kiri, interesting.
The 12 hours on Soj, yikes.
47%.
Yikes.
Yikes. What's my Queen win percent? Wait, where is Queen? Oh, there she is. 53?
53.
Wrecking Ball positive? Nope. Roadhog positive? Wow. Hold up. Win percent. I can never play Life
That's
Weaver again.
nuts. That's nuts. Life Weaver.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I'm him. Yeah. That's crazy. Tracer's that low. Like, Tracer is one of my best DPS. I'm probably... Wait, let me sort time played. She's my most... Yeah, she's my most played DPS, followed by Genji. Widow doesn't belong up there. Hold up. Let's sort by comp. Perhaps. Yeah, Mei, Tracer, Genji. Wait, where the hell is Widow? Widow's... Yeah, Widow's... Of my time played on Doomfist, 64 hours, I bet about 55 of those hours were from Overwatch 1 Doom. Who should I look at next?
What should you look at next?
Oh my god, Zarya, Ryan, and Diva are so perfectly even. That's unbelievable.
Go to Revan.
Revan. Oh lord.
We gotta see if the Kiri hours finally got replaced.
Hold up. I found Spark first. That's tragic. Where is Revan?
After this, I have to go. We're gonna go to Commons.
Right. Yeah, I'll meet you guys there.
Alright, sounds good.
All modes.
Yo, look at these Revan hours. These Revan
Shit.
hours.
He's got so much time on Kiriko. Holy shit.
Yo, he does. He does.
That's so much more than I expected.
That's why I was like, I wonder if it finally got swapped, but it didn't.
No. Bap is getting up there though.
I mean, shit, those three characters are what he plays.
Yeah.
That's literally his roster right there.
Yeah, exactly. No, this is really good.
Yeah. That's the most solid career Yeah. No, Far being his highest DPS tracks, that tracks.
And Ryan being his tank, yeah. No,
Yeah.
that does just track.
This is the most tracked up fucking career profile I've seen.
Who would have a... I wonder what Demois look like. It's gonna be wild. Alright, who do you think will be the top?
Genji.
Maybe. It might be Ana. Loki, Ana or Winston could be up. Ana
He
or
plays a lot of
Reinhardt.
that?
Yeah. Oh, Cassidy.
shit.
I forgot he was an ex-Cassidy, like OTP. We just threw him on Cassidy in so many games. Roadhog Ryan. Wow, Ana's a lot lower. I bet if you looked at his console hours, Ana would be higher.
Yeah, probably.
All being on you hard.
That's funny as shit. Leroy said bye.